You guys, it's rough out here. I just went to Target and I bought what I consider to be necessities. And I spent $41.52. Let me tell you what I got. I got Waterloo, which to me is a necessity because it keeps me from drinking. I make little mocktails with it. So alcohol is a lot more expensive than Waterloo. So I buy the Waterloo and it keeps me from drinking. I bought nectarines. I bought turkey. I did buy ice cream for the kids. That was $3.50 for the ice cream. I bought tortillas and I bought bananas and I bought shampoo, which I buy Pantene, so that's not like it's a ridiculously expensive shampoo, but you know, it's rough out here. So if you could just push all my buttons, please. I'm trying to monetize TikTok just so I can afford to live. It's just ridiculous. Yeah.
Why is Chick-fil-A so expensive now, bro? I don't ever remember it being this expensive. So I'm trying to eat in a little calorie deficit, right? And I wanted some Chick-fil-A. So I can't get what I normally get, but I can change it up a little bit and get still what I like. You know what I'm saying? So I get a grilled chicken sandwich, 12 grilled nuggets, and some fruit. That's it. Those 3 items. Can y'all guess how much it was? I'll give y'all 3 seconds. $25. 25. The chicken sandwich by itself was $8. Chick-fil-A, what are we doing? You shouldn't be charging that much. I wanted a chicken sandwich, fruit, and some grilled nuggets. I don't think anywhere should be charging that much. The food, and then they didn't even give me all my stuff. They didn't even give me all my stuff either that I ordered, bro. I didn't get my sauces. I was looking forward to my sauces. They didn't get my sauces, bro. Like, this how y'all treat me, Chick-fil-A? Like, y'all doing me like this, bro? You charge me $50 for 3 items, and then you don't give me all my stuff I got. Chick-fil-A, it ain't so, bro. Now, imagine if I was going there for more than one person. You know how much money I would have spent? It's almost like this is nearing Five Guys prices. It's getting ridiculous. Why is one meal $15? This is nearing Five Guys prices. You have to take a loan out to go to Five Guys. It's almost like that with Chick-fil-A. Y'all fast food places need to get together. Chick-fil-A, get a $5 meal. Right? McDonald's got that. Wendy's got the biggie bag. Why don't you follow suit? You know, Taco Bell got it. Why don't you follow suit? Help me out here, please. All right? Thank you.
For the Chick-fil-A lovers, I have a question. This is my first time coming to Chick-fil-A, right? Shout out the dude in the drive-thru for it because he really helped me out. But then again, I have a question for y'all. My total is $31.30, and I'm here getting food for just me. Oh, I'm ashy as fuck. Does that sound right? Like, do you guys pay $30 when y'all come to Chick-fil-A? Or, like, did he just get me? Like, did I get got? Because I did give them people $30, and I just got, like, a spicy deluxe combo with a milkshake. That's $30.
We have to talk about these McDonald's prices. I went to McDonald's today just to get some lunch. No intention to film a video. I got a double cheeseburger. I like it without ketchup. I think it's one of the best things on the menu at McDonald's. But the price caught me so off guard. This thing right here is $4.19. And I remember probably in high school, one of these was like $1, I think, before the McDouble was even invented. And I'm in Colorado. I don't know if that's why. I don't know if it's more expensive out here. But this thing right here for $4.19 is crazy. And don't get me wrong, I love these things. I get them all the time. I've been eating them for years. But $4.19 is too much. Now, to be fair, it is buy one, get one for $1. So $5.19 for 2 of these, which is still crazy. I don't know how McDonald's went from being the best value in food, not even just fast food, to now you can get 2 of these for essentially the price of like a Little Caesars pizza. You can feed a whole family, or you can get 2 double cheeseburgers. That's insane. I still love them. I will probably continue to get them. But honestly, it's hard to justify it when you can go to like any pizza place or even a place like Applebee's and get a slightly more expensive meal that is a meal, not a fast food burger. This is nuts. Something has to happen. I don't think it's going to. I guess it's McDonald's world and we're just living in it.
Yo, why the fuck is Five Guys so damn expensive? I just spent $30 on a little ass burger and some fries. Is there some Taylor Port in this motherfucker? Is there some Patron? Like, I'm just trying to figure out, like, did y'all put crack in this motherfucker or something? Like, they need to open a couple bitches or something, because I'm tired of this shit. Ain't no fucking way. I could have bought a damn seafood boil with this. Like, I can go to McDonald's and get me a motherfucking Big Mac meal for $5. Hello? It don't take 5 niggas to flip my burger and make my fries. Like, what the fuck? And don't get me wrong, like, they fries good as shit. But the burger don't even come with the fries. The burger is like $10 all by itself. No drink, no fries. And they was trying to charge me like $10 for a drink. So I went and got a water cup and put some Sprite in this motherfucker. Y'all can call me ghetto, but I'ma save my money. Like, why does no one ever talk about how expensive Five Guys is?
Hey, not for nothing, but I'm really starting not to like fast food anymore. Honestly. First things first. Once upon a time, fast food was cost efficient. It wasn't just fast, but the reason why people chose fast food as an option because it was affordable and it was cost efficient. That don't went out the window due to inflation. And then to make matters worse, it doesn't even taste the same anymore. Like literally, anytime I buy fast food, I have to go to the bathroom immediately, like right afterwards. You know what I'm saying? And it defeats the purpose. Like the food doesn't even digest in my stomach properly. I never really was big on fast food like that to begin with, but you know, my main thing, you know, my go-to was always like chicken spots, like, you know, the KFC, the Popeyes, the Churches, and all that, whatever. Have you tried to buy chicken from Popeyes lately? Them chicken wings be so fucking small. So small. And if you get a 6-piece or whatever, that shit gonna cost you like $12. Why? And again, after eating it, my stomach is killing me because the shit was so damn greasy. Like, yo, man, listen, they really out here doing us dirty. They really out here doing us real dirty. And it's like, you know, again, when you talk about what used to be the better option, they used to say back in the day, you know, buying your own groceries or buying your own food was the better option. No, the fuck it ain't. When you see the price of these groceries today, no, the fuck it ain't. It really costs you an arm and a leg to prepare a meal these days. Like, it's crazy.
Just came back from the market. Ready to crash out. And this is $26. 26. Are y'all okay with this? Or is it just me?
I don't know about you, but I about had it with Goodwill.
All right, somebody explain to me why. I mean, you don't have to. I already know. I went clearance shopping yesterday, and I got a whole cart full of new with tags free people, $10 and under, except for the sweater, which was like $40. New. And yet, at this thrift store, I can't find a single dress for cheaper than $12.99. And here's the thing. I kind of honor the fact that thrift stores need to make money. Running a thrift store is not cheap, and not all of them get their inventory donated. Some of them actually buy pallets or buy it in bulk. But in 2025, I think we need a little humility here.
$50? Huh? It's not a thrift store. I thought that's what thrift stores were for. To be like affordable, cheap. But excuse the fuck out of me. We're going thrifting. I came to the thrift store and my goal is to spend $10 or less getting material to make this shirt for my Aquarius look. Let's hope we can find something.
Why when I got there were mad heads already there and I was like, oh my god, y'all know something I don't? What's up? What's good?
Thrift stores are very misleading at times, but so far it seems kind of unimpressive, so I'm wondering why everyone's like lined up. No shade. But I'm gonna look and see. Maybe I'll find out for myself. Looking for material that is gray or silver, shiny, or silky. Okay, like this. That's pretty. I'm gonna grab this. Hey, how much is she? You said $10 or less. $50. Bitch, it's a thrift store. $50 for that is crazy. Tripping. This is kind of nice too. It smells like a powdery blue, like gray. This is pretty. Okay, so nothing quite this shiny. So nice. For $8.99, okay, $8.99. Okay, come on. Nothing's speaking to me. I thought this is too glittery. I kind of wanted to give like wet, not glittery. You know what I mean? And still too shiny. I don't know. The other one was so good, but I'm not paying $50. That's crazy. For that price, I might as well just go to Joann's or something. No. It's really cool. It's only $10. It's right at the budget. Period. This is kind of cute. $3.99. Hold on. You're coming home with me. I put the skirts back. I'm being responsible. Okay, so I ended up paying $11.24, which is $1 and change over budget. And honestly, I was thinking about it. I probably could have gone and got like 2 yards of material and it would have been cheaper. Now I'm about to head over and try and find like a library or a workspace or something so I can like sit down and start sewing. So let's go.
So we have to talk about Goodwill and their new astronomical prices, because I have been shopping at Goodwill since as long as I can remember. I was little, back maybe 8 years old, and being mortified that I was there with my mom and how everything was secondhand and I absolutely hated it. Funny story is 20 years later, I am going there pretty often because it's like my only dose of serotonin. I'll get a coffee and I'll walk around Goodwill and see if I can find a good deal. Over the past couple of years or so, every time I go in, I notice one particular item that I'm always looking for has gone up at least double. It was originally $3, then it was $5, now they're $10. So one thing that I always look for are gym shorts there, particularly like Nike or like any name brand, like Nike, Adidas, things like that. That's where I like to get them because I don't like paying full price for them at the store. When I used to buy them, they were only $3, and that was without one of those like color code things, or color of the day thing deals going on. Then a couple years ago, right before the pandemic, they were $5. Now I went in there today, and they had the audacity to put them at $10. Like at that point, I might as well go get them brand new at Dick's Sporting Goods or wherever. I was so blown away by walking around that I didn't even get the same level of serotonin because there was no good deals. There's no good deals. Then to top it all off, I went into like one of the aisles and I saw one of those like plastic containers that like hold files. And I was like, oh yeah, I need one of those. I filled up my last one. I'll take a look at it. They wanted $10. Again, $10. It had the Staples like sign on it. I looked it up on Staples. Brand new, they were like $13 and something. I'm like, you literally took something that was free and you turned around and asked for almost a full asking price for it. It's astonishing. I don't understand what is going on with their pricing or like who assesses them and prices them, but someone's got to talk about it.
So we're going to try this again and check the prices. I don't know what a Hobby Tiger bag is. You can let me know in the notes, but it is $199.99. You can get a bot vacuum, and it is $49.99. Whoever painted this must be special. It's $49.99. I don't even know what these are. You can let me know in the comments, but it's $149.99. You can get this little frog necklace for $79.99. Or you can get this Zales butterfly as $149.99. You can get this men's Louis Vuitton Supreme wallet for $199.99. They have this little Coach purse for $39.99. A small bottle of perfume is $49.99. Random necklaces range from $49.99 to $139.99. This little purple Coach wallet is $29.99. Or you can get this gigantic chandelier for $49.99.
Why is everything so fucking expensive when it comes to hobbies? Aside from cost of living and everything, like, why is everything expensive? Pay to play video games. Mutt, cut, which is the biggest scam, and I'm glad I broke the cycle, but shit. I'll never forget, I think it was Madden 20, spent $600 on drop day. Why? I don't know, I wasn't even really working. But that was a great year for Mutt. If you like sports betting, well, you know, to each their own. I'm not one of those people. Me personally, bodybuilding, competitive bodybuilding, the food cost, you know, supplements, super supplements. You like cars, especially if you want to mod your car, break them pockets open. as a man, shoes, suits, watches, colognes. I've been looking for Ex Nihilo Blue Talisman on a discounter for probably 2 weeks. Can't find it anywhere. And as soon as I think I find it, it's like a little 0.27 milliliter. What am I doing with that? So I know one of y'all work at like Bloomingdale's or Neiman or something. Just look out, all right? And then as soon as I think I'm done with, fragrance shopping, I see some shit on TikTok about a new house that I ain't never heard of. Then I sniff it and I'm like, shit, here we go. So yeah, why are all men's hobbies expensive? I'm gonna start scrapbooking, bird watching or some shit. I don't know.
About a year ago, I posted a video saying, I don't know if I'm ever going to find a job again because I had been looking for so long and no one had given me anything. This is what has happened since I posted that video. 2 months after I posted that video, I got a job offer. 20 hours a week, $16 an hour. 5 months after I started that job, the entire company shut down. 2 months after that company shuts down, I get another job. I'm a dog walker. The most they can give me is about $300 of work per week. So I get another job. I am a petition circulator. I work 40 hours a week, $19 an hour. I'm great at it. This is amazing. I'm finally making a decent amount of money, and the Florida government passes a law that all but bans petition circulating. So now I am back to dog walking, which again pays about $300 a week. I have a bachelor's degree. I have 4 years of experience in mental health, 10 years of experience in childcare. I have experience in higher education, aquatics, food service. When I was in high school, I tutored refugees in English, and I speak French. And I do not believe that there is any job that I am above. I'm telling you, I got rejected by Taco Bell and Sam's Club. Where are my bootstraps? Because I would love to pull myself up by them.
For my financial analyst job in September, they hire in cycles. Just a bunch of finance places usually do that. They hire in cycles. So right now they're giving me like module work that I get paid for hourly, but I'm still looking for a summer job so that I don't burn through my savings. So 3 weeks ago, I applied as a car wash attendant for this local car wash nearby. I had my second interview with them. $15 an hour job. I had my second interview with them, like early on this week. They told me it went great. I'll hear from them shortly. So I let 2 days go by. I emailed this woman. Okay, she gets back to me relatively quick. She says, "Hey Silver, your interview went amazing!" Exclamation point. Our hiring managers are currently out of the office until around sometime later next week. So we'll probably have some updates around then after we check your references. I have a master's degree in economics from a top 30 university. I have a Series 7 certification in finance. And they are holding me up for $15 an hour. Like, I'm actually about to explode.
Bro, I don't know what it is, but the amount of unforeseen fucking jobs that I've applied to is crazy. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's in the air. But I just want a job. I just want a fucking job. I want to make some money because obviously I'm not making money on here. I'm not. With the amount of followers I have and the videos and everything like that. Blah, blah, blah. You name it. I have other ways to make a little bit of money, but it's just not. It's not cutting out. I want a fucking job again. I do. I just want a job so I can make some money so I can get out of my crisis I'm having. Fuck.
I have a lot of student loans. I think they contribute negatively to my health and well-being because it feels like they're never ending. I have been in public service for over 10 years, but also during that time, I was working full-time in public service and going to school. So not all of that time in public service qualifies for loan forgiveness. And unfortunately, I still have over $80,000 in student loan debt. I went all the way through school, from undergrad to graduate to having a PhD. So I realized like this is not a lot of debt for going through all of that education, but it's a lot of debt for me. And it's a lot of debt for my family. And it's a lot of stress as a mom to take on when I could be not working so much and spending time with my kids. I probably work 70 to 80 hours a week. I'm doing my very best to try to pay it off, but if you can like stick with me for this summer I'm going to try to make my best effort to pay off my loans. So I guess this is episode 1 of trying to pay off my debt using TikTok. I have over 23,000 followers in here, so if all of you were to watch this video, or anybody new were to watch this video and follow me and just tell me, like, I don't know, your favorite holiday childhood memory, or your favorite dish to make, or your favorite dessert, or something you remember from your first boyfriend or your first girlfriend, or something good, I don't know, just if you comment and help me, that would be amazing.
As of January 3rd, I am in over $100,000 in debt. It is a mix of school loans, personal loans, and credit cards. Here's the breakdown. So for Miss Sally Mae, I owe $48,708. For Nelnet, I owe $50,140. I have 2 personal loans. One is for my car, and that one is $10,507. And then my personal loan is $4,703. And then I have 3 credit cards. The first one is $1,326. The second one, which is Best Buy, that one is $3,130. And then the last one, which is my Apple Card, that one is $2,821. I do not know the exact amount, but it's around $120,000. I am sharing this for a couple of reasons. Number one, so you can be less embarrassed about your debt that you have. And secondly, because 2025 is going to be the year that I'm actually going to actively pay down my debt. Last summer, I paid down a chunk of things that I'm not carrying into 2025, thank God. And so I'm planning on doing the same thing, taking my income and throwing it towards my credit cards or the things that have the highest interest, and just kind of snowballing and doing it that way.
So my wife and I are almost in $111,000 worth of debt. This number gives me so much anxiety. But let me go ahead and break down what the debt is in. I got my laptop here. So we have, actually, let me put on my glasses. Hold on, because I want to get this right, okay? So we have one credit card that's $15,346. We have another credit card that's $1,205. We have a personal loan that is about $24,000. We have another credit card that's $14,788. And I have student loans, but I have them all broken down into loan A, B, C, D. For the purpose of this video, I'm just going to call the loan by the letter, okay? Loan A is, student loan A is $12,243.69. Student loan B is $9,729.87. Loan C is $7,379.93. And that's it for the student loans. We have another credit card here that is $9,846.39. And we have a car loan that is $6,860.65. We have another credit card, a medical credit card to be specific, that is $5,396 even. And then we have another credit card that's $3,388, which roughly comes to about a little bit over actually $110,000, but we're rounding it up because there's interest on all those credit cards, which could blow it up to $111,000. My spouse and I, we make $157,000 a year combined, not including our bonuses, commissions, or anything like that. So our income does fluctuate, but our base amount is $157,000 a year. We also live in California, which is pretty high. However, if we did not have this debt, we would be extremely comfortable. But I wanted to share this story because I was sharing it on my private Instagram, and a lot of you resonated with the debt amount. A lot of you are also in the same boat and are also paying off debt. So why not share it on TikTok, right? But right now, we do have a plan on how to tackle it. I'll go ahead and leave that in the next video. But how we got into this debt, y'all, is just being reckless and careless, putting trips on credit cards, not paying it back, just swiping our credit cards for clothes, parties, trips, like you name it, and just not paying it back monthly like we usually do. And then sometimes when you get into the habit of that, you really do get complacent with your money. And before you know it, you are in $100,000 worth of debt, which is so crazy because we are that couple who usually pays for things in cash. Like we had a vacation that we did for one of our anniversary trips that was paid for in cash. We pay for our iPhones in cash. However, we just really got complacent over the years. And so now I feel like we're stuck in this spot where it's not that we're uncomfortable with all this debt. However, we could be living a much better life if we weren't in it. And then also, I don't want to leave this debt to my son. I want to change our family tree. I want to be debt free. I want to be able to have the liberty to, for example, say if I wanted to quit a job or if I had a bad position that I was in, like I want to be able to just up and leave. However, with this debt hanging over our head, I feel like I can't do anything but work. Okay. And right now we are working, I don't have overtime at my job. Actually, neither one of us have overtime at our job. But right now we are just picking up odd jobs to cover the debt. My spouse goes and does Uber Eats just to make extra payments on the debt. And then right now, taking care of our home. Our boy is autistic. Of course, I work full time, but I also am the primary parent. I work from home. I also need to take care of him. So that's where I'm at. However, I do want to get a second job to tackle this debt. But in the next coming videos, I'll just update you guys on like how much debt we paid and update you with like what happened that month. Because I feel like we've been paying off this debt for a long time, but it seems like something always hits. Like, for example, I have Invisalign, which cost me about like $4,000. And I had to get the Invisalign because the work that my dentist did on my teeth last year, because of the spacing in between my teeth, if I get new crowns back there, the crowns are not going to hold and he's going to have to redo the work. So that came up out of nowhere. Of course, we didn't have like $5,000-$6,000 floating around. So we actually paid $6,000 because I had to get the Invisalign and then I also had to pay for the crowns. It's just a lot of work that needs to be done to my teeth. And then also we have to get new tires for the car. So every single time we save up our emergency fund is then depleted. So I feel like we've been in this cycle for years. But right now our focus is on just paying off this debt. I'll upload part 2 at the end of this week on how we're going to tackle the debt, because how we're tackling it is different than how most people tackle it. I know there's like the snowball method, there's the avalanche method. However, I got this debt free calculator and it told us to tackle it in a specific strategic way, which should get us out of debt in about 3 years. But stay tuned for the next video.
I'm 35 years old and in $169,292.74 of debt, and I still live at home with my parents. And you might as well bump that up to $266,722.97 in debt if you add in how much I will pay in interest. I started aggressively looking at my debt in January and truly didn't know the full financial picture until I got it all down on paper. Debts include 2 private student loans, 10 federal student loans, 1 auto loan, 1 private loan, and 13 credit cards. I've already taken some drastic measures to reduce spending and start side hustling. I started posting my debt payoff journey here on TikTok in hopes of growing and getting into the creator fund. So if you made it this far, thanks so much for watching and following. I'm selling my debt tracking template. I'm door dashing, donating plasma, selling items around the house, and doing TikTok shop to try and make a dent. Made some really good progress so far thanks to an annual bonus I got from my 9-to-5 job, but I've got a long way to go. I've been able to negotiate most of my interest rates on my credit cards down with the help of a debt management plan, but the interest on my student loans is wild. My 2 private student loans have interest rates of 12.75% and 8.9%, while my federal loans range from 5.8 to 6.6%. The private student loans are from my undergraduate degree, which I earned over 15 years ago. I would probably puke if I knew how much I had already paid. And to this day, I think about all the frivolous things I bought and did when I was in my teens and 20s with this money, and Wow. If I would have known I would be paying for tank tops and fun nights out at bars 1,000 times over the next 15 years, I might have made some different choices. Even though I've already paid off about $31,000 of debt so far this year, I'm still not looking at being debt-free until 2040. I honestly cannot imagine another 15 years of paying on this debt, especially with so many other life milestones I want to achieve, like buying a house and having kids. I also just got engaged, and it truly makes me sick thinking about how I am bringing more than $150,000 of debt into our marriage starting out. This is not a video to complain by any means because these were my own choices and I'm working to pay back what I owe, but I hope sharing this can resonate with others, and if you want to follow along on the journey and like and follow and share and all that fun stuff, that would be great.
I just checked my debt. I'm officially over $250,000 in debt! I collected my thoughts. But I see that number and $271,000. I don't even think rich people give a fuck about debt. Rich people have so much debt, but I see that number and I'm like, what the fuck? 271? What do I even do? I have no fucking money.
So I'm in the process of finding a new place, and it doesn't make any sense how this world expects you to survive. Not only do they want the rent, which is an arm and a leg, but they want 3 months, you know, 3 times the income, and then they want a deposit, and then gas is $6 a gallon, and I'm making 19 bucks an hour, bro. You know, on top of bills, on top of food. Somebody needs to make the price of living actually realistic, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything is going up, prices are going higher, but the wages aren't going higher, you know? Like, make that make sense for me, please, so I can understand. And if anybody is out there, man, let me know what you are doing and how you are making it in the world. You know? Please, because it's just this craziness.
Why is everything so fucking expensive when it comes to hobbies? Aside from cost of living and everything, like, why is everything expensive? Pay to play video games. Mutt, cut, which is the biggest scam, and I'm glad I broke the cycle, but shit. I'll never forget, I think it was Madden 20, spent $600 on drop day. Why? I don't know, I wasn't even really working. But that was a great year for Mutt. If you like sports betting, well, you know, to each their own. I'm not one of those people. Me personally, bodybuilding, competitive bodybuilding, the food cost, you know, supplements, super supplements. You like cars, especially if you want to mod your car, break them pockets open. As a man, shoes, suits, watches, colognes. I've been looking for Ex Nihilo Blue Talisman on a discounter for probably 2 weeks. Can't find it anywhere. And as soon as I think I find it, it's like a little 0.27 milliliter. What am I doing with that? So I know one of y'all work at like Bloomingdale's or Neiman or something, just look out, alright? And then as soon as I think I'm done with, you know, fragrance shopping, I see some shit on TikTok about a new house that I ain't never heard of. Then I sniff it, I'm like, shit, here we go. So yeah, why are all men's hobbies expensive? I'm gonna start scrapbooking, bird watching or some shit. I don't know.
Y'all, I thought I was in the market for a new vehicle till I went and looked at a new vehicle. I got the fuck up out them people dealership because I can't believe y'all paying these prices for these cars. Like, oh my gosh, like 2020 was really that year where buying a house and buying a car was the smartest decision. 21 was cool too. 22 was okay, but 2020 for sure was that year. If you ain't get in and get what you had needed then, like, bruh, people really be paying all this money for vehicles. Like, and the thing is, I see why. You know, you getting a smaller car or, you know, buying the cheaper mommy vehicle, like, you know, stuff like that. I get it, because for what you could get back then versus now for the price is crazy. Like I said, I thought I was in the market, but I left. Like, I was good. Once I didn't even set the dealership for long. That's the thing. Was there maybe 30 minutes. Let them like run my credit and everything. So don't worry about it. Not in the market anymore. I'm about to go scrub that car I got and make it look brand new because we won't be buying no new car no time soon. So we'll swallow, boo boo.